divide. Babylon can do us as they like. Organize and centralize, we spiritually mobilize. Cause if we not organize, you might as well just lose with life. Our people not organize, is the people who are well divided. And if we well divided, Babylon can do us as they like. Organization is the key to a proper mobilization. Morning stew is the show, forget the people in one accord. Like when we want a strong united front in front of the enemy, or when groove on fi hold our reverence and praise the Lord. Whether abroad or in our yard, from radio are the same. Organization is the name, centralization is the game. Even though this is no game, it is a crying shame when the people can't even mobilize in a proper way. So we need to organize and start communicate. Lisa Love set yourself straight, check out this lake upon the plate. Frisco need to organize and start conceptualize and put the plans in motion so we can start to actualize. Organize, organize, we need to organize. Organization is the key to the building of a station. Organize, organize, it's better for organize. To organize it is the key, just like a proper education. Organize, organize, and make we flex wise. Tell the youth them free, we freed from wrong and heal Selassie I. Analyze and organize and spiritually mobilize. We need salvation, no need no mansion in the sky. The morning stew, Lisa Love, the Groove Master, and Mr. Frisco. Big up 96.5, make me fly. Always make the people organize and centralize and strategically mobilize. Element of surprise. I thought we don't know small fries. Watch the rise. Watch Rastafari getting over. Make Babylon turn over. Get run over. Roving with the rover. Organize and centralize. I Selassie.
Monday.
Yeah.
Brand new week.
It's just Monday.
It's just Monday. That's the best description. It is just Monday. Today's the 9th day of June as we proceed.
Yes.
Father's Day is this weekend, y'all.
Who?
That's how everybody got on red.
This is Peach.
Wait, know what?
Beach.
Father's Day is this weekend, I said.
Oh, really? Must be nice.
I don't
You
give my
think
Father's
so?
Day a gift.
I am anything but a father, so I would not know.
You're a mother.
Yes.
Yes.
I know.
I don't get my Father's Day gift. I'll give me a wallet with no money in there, and I give me a flagon for me to hold my ale with no ale in it.
Shucks.
Yes.
Donna's gonna fill those, so don't worry about it.
Yes, I nearly shaved over the weekend. Want to say congratulations going out to David Chavarria and Jalen Gonzalez.
Ivan Gonzalez.
Even Gonzalez, yes, we got to tear up the trucks cross there. Tear up the trucks cross there.
They're doing pretty good.
Yes. They're not the kind of riders where we need to come into Belize to ride when we say foreign riders could ride. God could beat anyone.
They're our riders.
No, but I mean we could beat anyone that foreign where we run games. Then they are the one where we want to send in one bunch of them they want. No pick the other one where they send. Because the other one where they send got something over upon me. Where is the Frisco another 20 minutes away?
Yep. Send the guys who could beat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Colville may call in later on and give us a 411 on the low down. Yeah. Cara Young win back-to-back Tonys.
Back-to-back. Yeah.
Yes.
The Tony
I wonder if
Award last night.
That's right. And she's Belizean, right? What like?
Belizean American. Belizean American.
What? Belizean American, that's right. Because if she was strictly American, she would say, what light through yonder window break? But because she got Belizean, I said, what I like the way you shoot through the window. Oh, that. Yes, I wonder. But, that's a good thing. She won two. First black woman to do that.
Yes, back-to-back.
That's right. So, respect to her.
Congratulations, Cara Young.
Yes. Belize got talent.
Of course, for those who said we don't.
I wonder if she's any relations to Tom Brand.
I would not know. I wonder if she's any relation to Herman.
Oh, wonder if any relation to Joe.
Stop to try to claim people.
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know if she's any relation, but yeah.
Yep. Trying to claim individuals.
We don't claim Simone. We don't claim Marianne. We never claim Shine. I never know why. We never want to claim Shine. I mean, we claim some and we not claim some. I don't know, because if you come back, you have to live. That could be the reason, We are claiming if you not come back, you can live, least.
Okay.
If you come back, you can live. Watch you. Good friend Bobby Chin looked like he lost vision in his other eye, so he's complete. Well, she hear Dana chat, I tell Dana he's completely blind. He's completely blind. But he looked like he's going the route of Mebali Beans from System 1.
Okay.
Because back in the day, we used to hang out. I mean, there was a time when Groove used to drink like a bat, I learned lessons. And when I was at System 1, we used to knock down 3-4 cases of beer, a evening hanging out just to 5 away. But Beans progressively got blind, and instead of shutting down his career, he became a blind DJ.
A DJ, right?
And and that's a draw within itself. And Beans remain top. So I believe that's what Bobby's doing. This is all according to the Jamaican Gleaner.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Bobby like Belizean now, though. Bobby don't live here still.
I think. Well, I don't know.
I have to check with Dana and see.
Yeah, that's not.
But I remember you had a restaurant by Airport Plaza. I used to support him there. Stuff like that. So anyway, respect me, Lion.
Of course.
Respect you don't know.
Keeping you in dog.
Yep. So
So,
that's the one that got, what the one they gone again, and the multitask again.
as usual, I
Oh
was
yeah.
asking him what's going on in LA before we
Yeah,
can.
well, what's going on in LA is a part of Project 2025.
Am I the
The
only one
low,
with glasses on today?
no, actually, I had my glasses here. Yes,
Oh,
I got
okay.
it. Donna bought a new pair of glasses that I quickly took it over because I don't know.
Those
But
were
yeah,
phenomenal.
what's happening in LA is nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing to go on.
Okay.
People who are protesting, and you have a Nazi president who wanted to harm Americans. So people were protesting, and he called out the National Guards, which you could only do in emergency, and there was no emergency. And the way you do it is you let the governor know, yo, governor, with a plan for do this, but he didn't. But you have to understand, Trump is a baby, a 70-something-year-old baby that he need to suck on the teeth of suffering. So when he see while he flame here and throw fire into it, so he called out the National Guards
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of the American citizens, they don't want a criminal telling them to break the law. Like going, you know what? That a crazy thing. They say that these undocumented aliens are a drain on society. Meanwhile, they're pulling them out of their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
If they're pulling them out of their jobs, that means that they're working and they're paying taxes, you
Right.
moron. But, we just have to watch on the outside and, watch as the U.S. implode because who was it? Bill Gates. Remember Bill Gates, the one who, before Elon Musk came around, they had to pick somebody to demonize, so they picked Bill Gates. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Bill Gates was in the White House trying to mop up the crap that Elon Musk, Doge, and Trump is doing. So
Mm-hmm.
he has been having secret talks because, no matter what people say, you believe the hype. Bill Gates is a billionaire who has put a lot of his money into trying to better people and countries, unlike Elon Musk and Donald Trump and the United States, whose mission now is to destroy as many people as they can.
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope that Bill Gates got his job done. Well, he has the money anyway, but they said that Elon Musk, Doge, and the United States has killed over 3 million kids, something like that, because of all these cuts. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's what's going on that side. So, where to go, Mr. Tasker? Also,
What are you most asking about?
yeah, they shot a Colombian presidential hopeful at a rally.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the things where we have to, make sure that we not get their way, but we have to have the bolas to do the things we need to do to make sure that we not get in the kind of way. Yep. From the Twilight Zone, Iran expands dog walking ban. Yes, because in in Universe 616, Iranian officials have expanded a ban on dog walking to a swath of cities across the country, citing public order and health safety concerns. The ban, which mirrors the 29. Watch out, Iran not like dog. They think that dogs.
That is it.
Yeah, they think that dogs. Owning dogs is a Western thing, and they don't want to do the Western thing. So yeah,
The one
you
got a
can't
dog
just-
that
yeah,
they
yeah.
got a bathroom on the street, that's why.
No, well, they don't. The dog. Let me see. The official. You can't even walk your dogs in cities. You can't transport your dogs in vehicles. Dog walking is a threat to public health, peace, and comfort. Abbas Nafari says. Yeah, look, it's Iran. Come on.
I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's because the modern world is trying to get Iran to stop subjugating women, so now I guess they have to subjugate dogs. I got to subjugate somebody for
You got it right.
Somebody got to be subjugated.
Mm-hmm. See why it's got a message for you on there.
Afraid.
On the line.
Afraid. I know. A nervous bud.
Why are you afraid?
Yeah.
Good morning, Raider May. Good morning, Mighty Force. And of course, CY. Good morning. Let's
Um,
add the callers in tune. Good morning to you as well.
all right, so the last time we heard about BEL asking for
Increase.
a 7.5% increase.
I can't afford it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
In the rate of electricity going from 40 cents to 43 cents per kilowatt hour. So the PUC has made a decision on that.
Hmm.
The increase in the mean electricity rate the decision under the existing bylaws, BEL's tariffs cannot be adjusted midway through a full tariff period. As such, the existing rates are to remain until June 30, 2028. All right.
Okay.
So yeah,
So don't ask for any more.
we got till 2028.
Right now. Yeah, for right now. Don't come back and ask next week, next month, next year.
Yes.
I can't
I had
afford
that.
it. I just can't.
Yeah. I had to, you know what I can't about?
What?
One of my good friend, I know I mentioned the name, but Spoon has put up my post where he kind of mentioned about liberals. There was an article from the Mandala about somebody that's in the news who was arrested but released. And one of the comments was, in this woke world and bleeding liberals, criminals are having a field day. So I simply write, so you think liberals like child molesters? MAGA supports them, even made one president. That's Jeffrey. And then he said, and I stray. Nobody here talking about Trump. Neither was I. I didn't mention Trump's name. But there's a thin skin. They like throw out one leave phrase, and then when you answer, they get defensive and thin skin. Come on, Spooners, turn the other cheek like the liberal.
The man must have said every subject surrounds Trump. You must have a
yes, but I know every subject
without...
wrong liberal neither. Liberal neither.
Man, right? Wrong every turn, you buck up in a Trump. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, well, you know, the guy seems like, you know, they like talk about liberals. And all of them are liberal. They're like PUP and UDP right now. I ain't never seen so much UDP with on PUP in this last election. But just like you got a lot of MAGAs with on liberal and a lot of liberal with on MAGAs. All of them validated are liberal, you know.
So which UDP you know with on PUP? Do tell.
Tell. Nearly 90% are cricketry. Oh, I can tell you where I find out. It costs $26,000 to beat the cricketry team. The team cricketry that was running. It cost the government or the PUP 7, it cost them $26,000 to beat that. So I take that as a big prop because they don't usually spend that kind of money. Usually spend like $8,000-9,000 to buy an election.
Nobody want to ride with losers, so better jump ship. Jump ship.
Yeah, this time is spend
UDP now look like they want already.
That the UDP now ready.
And so when we go to
the UDP now ready. And I go on record as to say that I believe that the third parties out there are coward. I really think that they do not want to have a party in a government. I think that they want to stand on the outskirts and yell and holler instead of putting your hat in the ring. Because any strategist would tell you, when you have two contestants in a fight, one of the contestants out, and we know UDP out, at least for the next couple. That when anybody with sense wants to say, yo, make we get together, combine like Voltron, and make one party for come up. But I think they're afraid. Either they're afraid or they don't want to give up leadership to merge. Somebody have to be the leader, and I think that's the way to go on.
Oh yeah?
But yeah, you know, and I know all of them. All of them are my friend. You know, I would say, but I think that
friend.
Yeah, but I think they really pop down. I don't think that they see the opportunity that's here, or if they see it, if they see it, they don't know how to deal with it.
Maybe that's it. They don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, but you know, you talk a good fight. You know, that's the thing. People talk good fights. You have good idea. Then when the opportunity for say like put up or shut up, everybody shut up. You know.
Well,
And
they have to
yeah,
find charismatic candidates.
they have
That
charismatic candidates.
well,
Please,
well, if you
they
say
have
so, you
that.
know, hey, if you say so, you know, on election day, different
My
things. I
boy,
say.
we lone rugadunks because all of the candidates where they know, all the ministers where they know, one handful of them might be charismatic. You know the how they get in. They get in with one
Oh,
way.
well, I don't talk about the status quo. I talk about when I want to get in and take
Yes,
over that one daunting task, and you have to come with
my
Mm-hmm.
boy.
you have to come with the
You
full
have,
kit and caboodle. You can't come halfway.
No half stepping. I keep saying.
my boy,
No
I
half
can tell you
stepping.
Cause I know
something.
ended
There are
like back
people.
in the day, and everybody come and take down George Price. It took the most one of the most
Of course.
charismatic individuals to do so when the time was right to strike.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not any
Well,
time.
I tell you, like I said, I know them, and three of those leaders that I know are charismatic enough to do all kind of things. But I just feel like there's something else going on, keeping these parties from merging.
Money,
Nah, money, fame, glory.
money.
None of money.
He said
Wait, hold
no. So
on.
what do you
That
think
no
it is?
money. I want to tell you, that no money. It's not
What is
money
it?
because the one of the foundations of those third parties is that if they do get money, it's gonna be not the way how the PUDP get money now because
Mm.
it's a quid pro quo more or less. I give you money for this, but you will have to give me this later under the table, thing like that.
That's right.
The yeah.
Nice guys finish last.
Nice
I
guy.
say, bro, but I tell you, but I tell you, you are not always, but the thing is, we have become reserved to a way of doing things that we almost make fun of people who are trying to do the right thing because we are so complacent, you know, in
No, I know
misery.
they. I can see.
And I'm just saying we are complacent, you know, in misery that
I know
when
they talk
somebody
about
comes,
right or wrong. You know, I talk
when
about what
somebody come
is.
well, yeah, we are complacent in our misery, and when somebody comes with new ideas that's going to upset with misery, we rather deal with misery than
Well, you gotta. Well, that's what you gotta figure it out. Because at the end of the day, the voting population will still vote on a vote, regardless of how you believe that this right or that wrong. You gotta figure out a way to get in and connect to them people. Because right now, the people they say, you better bring on your chips and dips.
no, well, you see, that's why people in media, like even us, need to question people about
Now, you want to
when you
question the
see
whole
a,
population. Yeah, left, right there,
when
the
no,
question.
the
Yeah.
politician, bro, the politician. Ask them plain, should you be buying election?
Well,
See what I'm
how long
saying?
we got this conversation and
Are they
then.
going to admit to buying elections?
Wait.
No,
So,
because they know it's wrong. They know
wait.
it's
So, we
wrong,
got
so
this
they won't.
conversation for a couple while. And yet, this last election, we're here. Big money, still ministry. Even
Yes,
although.
you know why? You know why, bro? Because people like you give them a blind. You make, oh, this is the way it is. This is the way it is. You know, and nobody feel like, yo, there is a problem. We can't do this. Because a lot of us say, yo, that's the way it is. And that's because you know something.
Way it
I
is.
watch prominent people in Crooked Tree, big name people, sell out their village for a little bit of money. I watch people sat right by the door and was giving people $50 for them vote.
Did
You know, and I had to tell you,
Did you pull
and
out your
I
phone and
watch,
record it?
I watch what not one politician, but one entire family came out there, you know, a village council election. And you know, like I said, me no care because it cost them way more money than they ever spent to beat our slate. But and what happened to I heard them saying, man, the amount of money where we spend here, then I'm supposed to get over 100 votes. And everybody on my slate got over or on our slate got over 100 votes. So I'm gonna pay big money for thief. But anyway. It's a joke, bro. I tell you, it's a joke.
Oh gosh.
It's
So
like that. It's
Perry
like
released a movie on Netflix, and people
what
liked
suck. Yeah, because the guy that badmouth people again. The guy
it.
have
What is
one
he
more.
doing now? What did he do?
Okay, how the movie they go? Tell them. Tell
No,
them.
you tell me. You're the one.
No, because I didn't see the movie, but I saw the comments. And a lot of the people have said that, yo, just another Tyler Perry movie. He's degrading some group. I would never watch it because it is a Tyler Perry movie. And I know Tyler Perry hate men.
Well, it's part of the top 10.
Well, everybody will watch everything the first time.
See why the right hand this morning, see why.
What is she saying?
We're looking at the chat section and I see what you say.
Yeah, I did tell you, my boy.
She said something to steal.
Yeah.
Rita May is with us. Mighty Force D, what up? Anna give me a call us now. And I say, I guess it's her cable company, the way how they have the screen size that it cuts out the number for some strange reason.
Okay.
So I don't know if you could bring the number in a little bit. I don't know if it's I don't know. Whatever it is. But I tell her enough we felt there. How the cable company have the size of the screen, I guess.
And the TV is too big. It stretched out the number.
Well, it's a setting on her TV because you could set it to like movie mode or different sizes.
Once the cable company resize your thing and put it in for damn thing, nothing much you could do.
Well, nobody to resize my thing. I put it in always.
I'm sure. So Anna was just questioning. We got to big up Anna Armstrong, all the way out in Unitedville.
Out west, United.
What?
Yeah, Unitedville.
I think that United States.
No, she's out west.
Yep.
She's out west. What's cooking today, Anna?
Desiree Meggs as well. Channeling, morning. Nigel, what's up? Herman.
Okay, Herman.
Morning, sir. Leslie Rudon. President Abel Mapan.
Hi, Leslie. Hey, Sway.
What? And the heir apparent.
Sway.
President Abel Mapan.
Presidente.
Don't get it twisted. That's the original Swiss.
Oh, of course.
Eric A. Williams. Where
Hi,
did we
Eric.
get Eric A. Williams from? My last name I put down.
Oh,
Well,
yeah?
I think you say you listen all the time. I think that Texas, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Who's Clive Ginity?
Hi.
Anyway,
Joy Genity's cousin.
he named the down on the VIP list, so yo.
Clive Genity, right? My cousin.
Okay.
Him and his work guys, they listen all the time.
Cello.
Of course, Cello, Ram, Miss Edna May.
And the one and only G. Michael Reed.
Of course.
Goof personal close friend.
Put one question mark next to him.
His cousin.
Yes.
Hey.
The lovely channeling.
That's my close personal family right there.
Yeah.
So there was a break-in at the spot once more.
Spuna's,
Yeah.
Reggae Cafe.
Yes. Smile. You're on candid camera.
You're in candid camera. Yeah. Smile. You're in camera.
All right.
Want to catch up my camera?
Yeah.
Yo, why anybody thief anymore?
It's like cameras everywhere. Yeah.
Camera everywhere.
Because you can.
I got on a house the other day and I saw a camera, on coconut tree. Because sometimes I look for cameras by your house, I see it, on coconut tree, pointing to the house.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Graduation season in full bloom, guys.
Yes, people are graduating.
Yeah.
Parents are going broke just to make sure.
Boy, some of these prom dresses. The attire, the entrance.
Pull up in a big expensive car and thing. Man.
All right, let's grab our first break then. It's 8 minutes to... So this Friday is...
Black
Friday
Friday.
the 13th.
Yeah.
Something I was trying to learn before we go to break. No, I don't remember what it was.
It's Friday the 13th.
I don't remember what it was, but yeah. All right, let's do it.
During the break, and make sure you write it down.
Right.
Write it down so you don't forget.
We'll be right back.
Yes, we will.
Then you have to get what part of me right it.
I'm hoping it will be in front of him.
Touche, touche.
Oh
Yes.
boy. Alright, we'll come back.
Imagine getting rewards for your spending. Smart prepaid customers countrywide, it's time to level up with Smart Gains. Smart Gains are exclusive, limited time offers sent straight to your phone. We're talking irresistible rewards you'll actually want: extra credit, bonus data, and exclusive perks, all tailored to you. Because at Smart, we've always got your back. Don't miss out on rewards made just for you. Smart Gains, Smart Savings, Smart You. Smart, bringing people together.
All right. Welcome back, man. Welcome back to Monday. It's just Monday inside the morning stew. That's what it is.
That's what's up.
Yep. All right. See what's coming. It's coming out of the Creme News Center. Let's see. There's a couple of things here. Should do a news package to free these up.
And that news package brought to you to the fine courtesy of
Smart.
Thank you.
Smart. Very smart.
Yeah, oh boy.
Siblings 21-year-old Sydney Montenegro and 20-year-old David Montenegro perished after the vehicle David was driving Sunday evening flipped and crashed. Sydney was flipped from the vehicle. They were traveling from Medina Bank in the south. 42-year-old Asuncion Tush, a teacher from Independence Village, who was traveling with them, received multiple injuries and was transported to the hospital for treatment. The Football Federation of Belize has lamented the passing of the siblings. They were from Costa Rica, but in 2023, Sydney joined the Sagittun girls and contributed to their victory in the Premier Women's League of Belize Championship on May 31. Her brother, who had just graduated from Independence High School the day before their passing, was always beside as her greatest supporter. The FFB writes, quote, Sydney and David lived with purpose and left behind a legacy of love, unity, and strength. And 2 men were injured in a chopping incident that occurred Saturday during a brawl in the Los Lagos community. The men were identified as 47-year-old Jose Marvin Sosa, who received a stab wound to the upper left knee, and Charles West, who had a chopped wound to the back of the head, the right palm, and lower back and face. According to Sosa, he was injured when he tried to intervene in a fight between West and another man. Police say the men are not cooperating in their investigation. A news package brought to you through the courtesy of Smart.
20 years ago, we built a company that is about more than just connection through technology. We've been partners in progress, empowering communities, nurturing growth, and strengthening bonds. We've grown together, lifting not just businesses, but dreams, not just communities, but families. Because true success isn't measured in years, but in the lives we've touched, the opportunities we've created, and the connections we've made together.
As a Smart customer for the past 18 years, they have provided me with exceptional value and connected me to the most significant moments in my life.
For 20 years, Smart has been a pioneer in telecommunication innovation, from offering services in underserved areas to launching promotions that increase your connectivity.
They go beyond calls. They're committed to a brighter future for us all. That's why I'm proud to stand behind them.
As we look ahead, our mission to enrich your lifestyle with affordable, innovative, and cutting-edge wireless communication solutions is stronger than ever. We'll continue to connect what matters most, you. Smart, celebrating 20 years of bringing people together.
All right. Welcome back, man. Welcome back. It's 11 minutes after 10 o'clock.
I got a riddle for y'all.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this, Batman.
I have anything about Batman. Poor people have it. The rich people need it. If you eat it, you die. What is it?
That's
The tree of knowledge.
The richest people need it. If you eat it, you die. What is it?
Poor people have it. Poor people not got nothing. Rich people need it. They need peace. If you eat it, you die. Come on, chicken with salmonella. Poor people have it.
Yeah, something like that, something like peace or love or some crap like that.
Yeah. Poor people have it. Poor people have nothing.
Okay.
The richest people. Yeah,
no,
that. Yeah, the richest people need it.
Oh, yes, that right there, nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, they don't need nothing. Ah, wait, now who get that?
Now you. I give you all the all the props go to you, sir.
Wait,
You just needed to put it together, but it's nothing.
It still don't make sense.
Yeah,
if you eat it, you die.
If you eat nothing.
You die.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
It's too early.
It's nothing.
It's too early.
Brilliant.
My head they hurt me.
Yeah, I tell you.
Yeah. First of all, that's not a poor person right there. Look on a house right there in the front of with the tennis where he got on the foot. He not poor.
Yeah, poor.
That's right. No poor.
All right.
That's it. Yeah, smart.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah. You figured it out. Brilliant, sir.
You know.
And the
As a matter
person
of fact,
wrong at that.
I figure I just also got with a forecaster from Thailand. Guess where he is? He no poor.
In a pool.
He no poor.
He no poor.
Okay.
That's right.
He no poor.
Very good. Very good.
All right. I got a weird what's that?
No, I'm just giving a time check, you know.
So it's, weird accident that we just read about.
Right.
I never know the young lady played football, so condolences to her family.
Indeed.
So the young lady played on the team.
That's what it says.
Premier Women's League of Belize Championship. Somebody put a couple of pics up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Footballer, man, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Sad, bro.
Yep.
Well, that we can say that we know.
I mean, so the vehicle flipped and then crashed. So I don't know what would cause that. Maybe a blowout. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, that could be all kind of thing. But yeah, bro, that's just sad. It's just sad.
It is.
You know, there's a couple of families that are grieving terribly today.
Yeah, well, then brother and sister, so that family.
Yeah.
And then the other one. What happens when you go for intervene? You see why some people don't intervene?
Right.
That is the exact same reason why some people.
And they would tell you that, you know what? It
not
doesn't concern me, so no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not trying to get hurt out here. Sad.
Yeah. So he got a stab to the upper left knee. I don't know who chopped the other dude.
And they're not talking. They're not saying anything.
Yeah. Sounds strange. Which is now in it. That's his version. And the police said they're not cooperating. So.
Were they socializing?
Me don't know.
No, they didn't say that. Yeah, they did. The brother and the sister died.
Wow.
The third person that was in the vehicle is in the hospital.
No, they're socializing, the brother and sister?
No. He's asking the chopping incident.
Right.
No, I'm talking about the incident with the vehicle with the brother and sister.
Yeah. The two siblings died. 120 and
Wow.
121.
Wow. Yo, bro, that goes beyond words. That goes beyond words.
Yep.
Wow. I would not. Man.
Yeah, I mean, like you're here now, you're getting a vehicle and you know, you move from point A to point B. It brings in, anytime something like this happens, like it brings into reality how fragile the whole scenario is.
Yeah.
As you might jump in a vehicle any day and say, well, we're going to groove spot,
Yeah.
and you never know, that might be your last ride.
No, but you see, but the sad part about this whole thing is there are some people that believe that when you die, it's only another step, a longer story. So the people that pass on, their story might continue, but the thing is that the people that they leave behind, I mean, one child dies, you're suffering unimaginable pain. Two child die. That is almost unbearable, I would imagine. Yo, bro, that is just sad. That's why, as to me, people laugh at me sometimes. If I talk to Dana, Elaine, or Hannah by phone 10 times a day, we ended up with love you. Simple things like that. Because you never, when was it? Friday, Dana was in town with one of her friends. And I was talking to her and I said, love you. And she said, love you too, thing like that. And then we called again and we said it. And I heard the friend say, damn, every time on a call on a say it. Like,
what's wrong with that, per se?
Yeah, but the thing is, you never know what your last communication
Exactly.
What your
and
last.
At least you want that to be the last.
Yeah, yeah, and that's just sad.
I honestly don't see anything wrong with that.
Something like this is where like the whole nation should just hug these parents, bro, to God. If there was a way that the nation could hug, because wow. Something.
Yeah. And there's a video circulating over the weekend with a vehicle, an SUV type vehicle. Clearly, somebody I don't know what they were doing. Do we have that video? We gotta try to send that video. Not sure if we have that video. But somebody was high on something.
Oh yeah, swerving, going.
Right. And there are a couple of close calls with individuals who, they drive normal, obey the rules of the road, when somebody like this could have easily crashed into them. Right? So you did do the correct thing, and here comes somebody running to your lane. Try to get this video. Let's send me the video. Let me see if I could grab it. But yeah, people still take drinking and driving like something light. Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Let me see if I could. I mean, it was all over. I don't know if the person clearly showed the license plate of the vehicle. So
love you too, Jer.
What?
We love you, Jer.
Jer just sent me a message. We just said, love you.
What?
Love you too.
Yes. Yo, you know what? Yeah, you know what we haven't been following, and it's almost intentionally. When we were younger, ladies and gentlemen, we had a thing called the O.J. Simpson trial. I caught the whole nation, the whole world was watching. Our lifetime, we have the P. Diddy trial. And look like we're not to cover it because it's we're not to cover it. We're just not covering it for some reason. But Eddie Murphy apparently testified, and Eddie Murphy said, "I left Hollywood because of Diddy."
Is that rumor or is that fact? Because that's why I don't follow these things up.
No, exactly. But what happened when I saw that, I went and there it was on YouTube. Woo! There it was on YouTube. But there's a whole lot of big name people that have been testifying throughout the last couple of weeks, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they have been testifying big. I don't know if Diddy want to come out. I think he looked bad for Diddy. I think that R. Kelly will get out before him.
Oh, all right.
Yes, I tell you. That rough. But some anything where you see that how your character come out, you know, because when you're rich, you like the thing because you're rich. But you don't realize that a lot of the thing where you do to take advantage of people, you're mistreating people and nobody will tell you nothing because you're rich.
Mm-hmm.
But
Nobody wants to tell you anything because you're rich. They don't want to be excommunicated.
Yeah. But as soon as they see a kink in the armor, everybody will come out after your behind because you know you did wrong. Because the international price of baby oil to go up by 15 cents a
Okay,
bottle.
so at what point is personal responsibility a thing?
What?
At what point is
No,
personal responsibility a thing?
Well, that's the argument right now because what the prosecution is saying that these people were drugged. What P did is help. No, what P did is assistant and bodyguards and everybody is saying that their particular job was to spike the champagne. Their particular job was to spike the Hennessy, was to have the cocaine and marijuana and ecstasy and baby oil all over the place ready. So that
Right, so you walk in a party.
Yes, but a lot of these people
Grown
that
people.
went there, yes, and a lot of these rappers say, "Yo, I went there to party. Next thing I know, they had me doing the horizontal mambo, and I didn't even know how I get there."
Is that what they say?
Then they show me video and say, "If you say anything, we release this." And that's what it was going on. That's why when Tony go play the parade, we have to check the video. Yes, no, but serious. A lot of big name people are agreeing with this story about Diddy. They go to his party, they get drunk, and they wake up, the Kentucky Derby.
Right.
I know, man. I don't know if I believe in at 2025.
I don't believe it, bro. That's why I'm only gonna poor people party. I only gonna poor people party because rich people party dangerous, but they got camera every place. But that of two people that said this in Frisco.
Yeah, it's not one, it's not two. There are a lot of people.
Yeah. Rick Ross, all of them valley. Where do you think they got Rick Ross for? His name was Rick Ross.
Yeah. So what is he charged for though?
Everything.
Everything.
Racketeering, sex trafficking, human trafficking because he took them across the border. Stuff like that across state line, all kind of stuff, bro. But
so you take grown men and women who choose to get now a vehicle or a plane and go party with you for the weekend, and that trafficking. I don't say
no, bro. Bro.
It's like wild, man.
The trafficking part comes out like when some escort said that they actually flew him from one place cross state to another place, and when he got there, he said he would think that he had to do a show, but when he got there, he missed stand up there, and other people that did stand up there just like he in a birthday suit, and next thing you know, he's saying there, a room someplace, and then they're off. Bubblegum is sticking to the rail, tomatoes trying to catch up. I'm a video there with that.
You think bad thing make laugh, is it?
Right.
Oh Lord have mercy. All right, show the video with the vehicle, and every now and again we see videos like these or like this.
Ah, boy.
And where somebody puts everybody at risk. The other day was a pickup with a guy with the same. So here's this person driving this
SUV.
His vehicle. Here he goes into the lane of the other oncoming vehicle. Says like that's a near miss. So he's on the side of the road, cross back again on his side. That's wild.
So
This I see they back into the lane again for the other oncoming vehicle. I mean,
this person is under arrest by now, we would imagine.
We would hope. And license revoked.
Exactly.
Look at that, right? No, you'd say no, it takes an individual like this.
But the way he ran over just now.
You're there on the side of the road, one side to the next. And then on the...
No, but it looked like something, he run over something. Look at the end of the video.
I guess something that was on the edge of the road.
Yeah, something was on the road he ran over. Wait,
by the way...
Boom, you see that?
Oh, or something came off the vehicle?
Or a bumper fall off or something. But
yeah, it looked like a bump.
Yeah, it was something.
Like a,
All right, here's our forensic expert. Who's gonna...
Something came off.
Something came off.
But yeah.
That mean he impacted something, or I don't know. That's a very dangerous. But you know something.
He or she, because we don't know who to drive the vehicle.
It's true.
Yeah, that's not sleepy. That's not sleepy.
What is it?
No, because if that was sleepy, once he realized where to do, he may get up and take and leave fresh air. That to me look like that socializing, because you know they stop, so you know realize that they block up yet, you know. The brake light gone.
But his license plate.
Yeah, it looks so. I don't even know where that thing come from, because you know see like the vehicle bunks or nothing.
But yeah, man, I mean, yeah, this is what not to do. So there were two near misses right there.
Yeah.
Two near misses. So then two individuals in the oncoming vehicles. Half of when they reach home, say my prayers or something like that. Hope they did.
Not even
that they made it home, because one numbskull nearly ran into
on the road doing a bunch of foolishness.
Yeah, but somebody like that is a detriment to himself or herself,
of course, and everybody
and the community. Yeah, so that's rough. But you see, and that's where, to me again, the hypocrisy, and the how they chance the people who smoke weed. I never say people who smoke weed do in the food.
How you know?
Never. Guy, you know. People who smoke weed not do that. People who smoke weed not do that. We are fall asleep and then they say, you know what, my guy park here till I wake up. We know how to zigzag the sway across the road, because you know that's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, they might not do that. They might do other things.
I'm not gonna argue because I don't smoke.
Every brain, everything substance that affects your brain affects it in different ways. So you might have a case that you might not get in a traffic accident if you smoke marijuana. So you could put that in your plus column.
Yeah, most likely, you know.
Put that in your plus column there, brother.
Most likely, you know, a quarrel with your brother or your sister or your family and then bodily harm. Then most likely, you know, and do that kind of thing. Make us see that thing where I just catch out. Bring that thing where I show them where I just catch.
You just catch it?
Yes, I don't think the only Frisco they multitask. While I there to do the show, I'm in the fishing just now. Look at this, you see?
What are those?
Folks?
What are those?
Yeah, these are what, babe? These are bay snook, crana, tuber, and other fishes.
So who are the fishermen?
Uno particular about the fish we wanna eat.
Hold on, who are the fishermen?
What?
Nana is the fisherwoman.
Who are the fisherman? Kenneth Bruce? Yeah, like Kenneth Bruce, my brother.
Oh, Kenneth there?
How long it take to catch that bunch there?
Right, hold on. Huh? 1 hour, and this the only one piece I eat, bro.
I wanna got. You know those kind of thing where the fish just jump in at the boat
when I send some pictures right now.
Saying like, I don't know, whether the brainwash the fish. Sing a song or something. And catch fish too fast, man, lad.
This right there, song. One of that city would have to pay 100 and change for that right there. And this is free for we. So
we'll be alright.
I can send it to them.
We'll be alright.
No, you won't, because
yeah.
That's a big mouth bass.
We'll be alright.
Yeah.
Good Friday, no?
Up there. Wait for
so what's the method of
I believe that it is then on a online. This is on net, right? It's fishing net.
So what?
And yeah, you set your net like 3 in the morning. Oh, 1 hour. Then you go out there, set the net on Harley. Send anything up to the next day. What life is like here on the inland island.
Somebody said groove. Somebody said they might not crash, but in judgment very impaired.
Yes, but at least they're paired. Look at
Dory Princess. Dory Princess.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's the Ellen Sue. Definitely the Ellen Sue.
No.
No.
Oh, see
why?
Guys, you I read the story. Very good.
Oh, somebody's here. Creme, hello.
Yes, sir.
What up?
So far in the P. Diddy trial, if you put it into the juror's hand, they would find him not guilty because he's not being charged with domestic violence or assault. So far in the weeks right now, he is winning right now. But we will see whether the cases where all this human trafficking and all this other stuff will come into part. But right now he's not guilty because he's not charged with domestic violence or assault. What's up with that?
No, he's charged with human trafficking, racketeering.
We understand that, sir. We understand that, sir. But we ain't got nothing in the. I ain't no PD defense, but he is not. The first 2 or 3 weeks, you don't see nothing of that coming into the case so far. He's been. All you see is domestic violence. Domestic violence. You don't see nothing about no human trafficking right now. Am I right or wrong?
Well, I never watch the case. I'm just broadcasting on what.
One of the news people kind of mentioned that a lot of things that's out there are not in the case. A lot of the narratives and things that we hear that happened or did not happen are not a part of the case. Many of the civil suits about what happened are not in the case. You know when they get charged with racketeering because they don't got nothing else to charge you with, so they try to make one
case. But the other thing with racketeering, he's the only one charged. Racketeering mean a bunch of
I said I want to charge you when they can't get to it, anything they try to get to with that.
Yeah, but
Capone.
You know, back in the days when they had free ball parties or NWA and stuff like that, those girls have to sign a consent form. Just like you do a surgery before. Before surgery, you sign a consent form. So if you die, they're not responsible. But back in the days when these groupies used to go backstage, they had to sign a consent form. You know, it's a lot of stuff used to go on back in the days. So everybody want to get paid from 1985 and 86 and everything because of the Me Too movement and everything. Everybody was down with the freak off back in the days.
Freak off.
When it comes to involved, you know.
I just calculated he signed any NDA when he went.
Did you sign an NDA, sir?
Another thing was going on straight up because, I seen a lot of stuff going on back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I grew up around hip-hop artists, MC8 and DJ Quick. And these girls just want, after a concert, they want to go backstage so bad to be a groupie and be a HOE.
Yes,
but that's the
nothing
game.
Wrong with Dende. It's the one, nothing wrong with Dende. It's the one who didn't want to go that ended up there. It's the one who got the baton that ended
so they
up
kidnapped them? Or did they go in there? But anyway.
They go on their own. They go, man. These girls, man. When you do concerts, these girls be throwing their panties on the stage. There be hundreds of panties on the damn stage.
But no, different thing. The man got private splash down afterwards at his own house. So
yeah. That's stuff. Did you watch NWA? The movie NWA?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see their freak offs back in the days?
That wasn't called.
And none of those girls.
And
none of those girls ain't come up to testify. And those are real. And they showed it in the movie about freak offs with NWA.
No, but wait a second, Castellet, you missing the point. And if you could have a freak off and everybody is welcome and nowhere. Remember the other day there was one ad going around on Facebook about something like that. One party where you pay $500 and you have a secret meeting place. Anyway, you could do that knowingly.
Yeah. Hey,
and there's no problem.
Yes, sir.
But you could be invited to a party, one all white, one all black party, and when you get there, you ended up being drugged, and you ended up in encounters that you did not intend to be in. And those are the people that are suing, not the ones who went there for the. We know people went there for the free coughs, but some went there didn't know there was a free cough happening. Yeah.
Some people did not know what was going on.
Leave the free coughs alone.
That's the right approach.
Yeah, leave the free coughs alone. I was a part of the Me Too movie in Belize too, you know. I've been going to
You too?
I've been going to six farm. I've been going to six farm graduations from farm 2, farm 3. I didn't go to six farm graduations. Those girls used to take advantage of me, but I ain't complaining about that.
Oh,
You hear me complaining about that?
man,
You
that's
see that?
terrible.
You have an NDA. You must have an NDA.
But anyway, pick up the Derek Chavarria. I always talk about him on the radio and everything. That's my favorite youth right there and everything. I'm glad what they're doing out here in Tulsa and everything. You know what I'm saying? The sport is growing. Not like other sports like football, for example. They get beat by St. Pedro Key the other day. A population of 500 people added and everything. Hey, pick up Martin Quillen, my homeboy and everything out there in FIFA land and everything. But it's all good. We don't go with fundamentals for these days.
Exactly.
Anyway,
mix you, Casale.
peace out.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Don't want to know that.
For we worst football player better than for no greatest soccer player. Gal plays soccer, man plays football.
Man, terrible.
Anyway, yo, you know how I know that P didn't know they in a problem yet? P didn't know they in a problem yet because Dickie Bradley's still there. When you say problem, yeah, send for Dickie.
Oh, yeah. We do this wild way out, go to hell. It's not the normal go to hell. Huh?
Yeah,
he's sent to go to hell.
There's 2 go to hell.
Alright, we can do yours first then.
You know, get extra healthy.
Well, this one not really. It's health, but it's not health. It's wild.
Okay.
Go to wild health.
Go to wild health. Yes.
Yeah,
Don't nobody want to go to wild health. Swear.
All right, Lexi, we are waiting for our
Christy.
It's Christy
up there today.
Christy darling.
Yes. Waiting.
Oh well.
Okay. Oh, there's. I never want to show Kenneth Bruce pictures to everybody. I know that I'm a Bradley, but yes, that is Kenneth Bruce right there. Yes.
That's a lot of fish. So who want to eat all them fish now?
What do you mean? Watch it.
A dory full of fish? What do I do?
A dory full of fish.
It's 2 dories full of fish.
So who's gonna eat that?
What?
Who's gonna eat that?
We
that's a snook.
Yeah, that's a snook. That's a longmouth snook.
Okay.
He have sale for those. You know.
Oh, okay.
He have sale for those, and normally
Kenneth lagoon healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, man. Kenneth don't cool fisherman too, you know, because when he pass your house, if you say, "Yo, bro, give me 2 fish now," he give away like a half sack to the dinosaur out there, you know. So even though he fished to sell, you know, give away a lot.
But of course, really give.
And how you mean? Right. One and only, lovely and talented, me Bradley.
Tell him be careful with them nets, because nets are banned.
Bruce.
No, he's very conscious because the nets go by mesh size, and if you get like a 3-inch mesh, you want to catch smaller fish. He got a 4-inch mesh. So you get the bigger fish, the smaller ones swim right through.
They swim right through it.
Yes. And you got a fishing license, hunting license, driver's license, marriage license, everything.
Even a marriage license.
Marriage license too. What do you mean?
Oh, lover's license.
Yeah, lover's. Well, it work on that.
Oh, okay.
You have to take your test. Yeah. All right. Like I said, we got a
go to hell. Where they go to hell?
Go to hell. Yes.
Here's somebody said, Gilnet the Gilnet.
Catching by the gill. Yeah, but I'm not on Gilnet though. I don't even know what the Gilnet.
Alright.
That's a Gilnet? Gilnet a regular net? Well, what a thing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, because it is Men's Health Month.
Yeah.
Alright. Who's going first? You go ahead.
Yes, very good. Thank you, sir. I want to say good morning going out to Ronald. Men's health, while increasingly discussed, remains a significant area of concern. Societal expectation and traditional masculinity can create barriers to seeking help and support, leading to higher rates of suicide and substance abuse among men. However, there are growing efforts to redefine masculinity and promote a more supportive environment for men to address their mental health issues.
When is Men's Mental Health Awareness Day?
I know this is the month.
Isn't it today? Let me check.
Well, it must be today, right? I'll send one thing there, so.
Exactly, and exactly. So the stigma and fear, men may fear judgment or ridicule from peers, family, or co-workers if they acknowledge mental health struggles, leading to reluctance to seek help. Compared to women, men are less likely to seek professional mental health treatment despite experiencing similar rate of certain disorders. Specific symptoms, some symptoms of mental health disorders like irritability, anger, risk-taking, may be more common in men, making them harder to recognize and address. And that's some of the things that they say. There's a whole list of things, but the thing with men is that what it's generally saying is that we are going to try to hide our mental health problems, because people might look at us differently. But if you see different signs in an attitude, in a behavior, that could be a sign that something is going on. If you're a man and normally a cool guy and all of a sudden start to get irritable, there might be a problem. If he normally eats a lot, then he eats a little bit, or eats a little bit, then he eats a lot. It could be maybe they're not just hungry. And you need to know the people around you. If something were to be happening to Lisa and Frisco, I would know it. And I believe if something were to happen,
it goes.
You ain't going
to
happen
to you guys. I would know.
Exactly.
You won't know a damn thing this evening.
Yeah, you think so? What if I tell them people half of the time when you take the break is because you have to run to the bathroom? But I know I said that.
You know where peanuts go, right? Float.
Yes, that's right. Rounds of the article I found indicate that World Mental Health Day is on Tuesday before Father's Day.
Okay, there you go.
So tomorrow.
All right.
When is Father's Day? Father's Day on a Wednesday?
Tuesday before Father's Day. The Sunday? The Tuesday before.
Oh, the Tuesday before the Father's Day. So when the Father's Day again?
The Saturday after the Tuesday.
This Sunday?
Sunday the Father's Day? Okay.
Yeah.
Start tomorrow then. All right, good. All right, here we go.
What? Spooner must have an epiphany. Spooner just sent me a message. Love you, Lisa.
What?
Love you, Frisco.
What?
Love you, Steve.
What?
Now, where you go on?
Love you, Spooner.
Yes.
I wonder if that got something to do with this next article I'm going to read right now.
Spooners want to know how they taste the fish, like snapper, hagfish, grouper. No, boy, they taste like fish.
Oh my goodness. See why they write on this morning?
What did you say?
They're like the commercial too numerous to mention.
Somebody have to take away your phone.
Yeah, Mr. Redon says drunk driving is bad, but studies have shown that a fatigued driver is as dangerous as a drunk driver.
True. Yes, but a fatigued driver may know that he is fatigued.
You only give one swing, no? Swing, come back, come back.
Yo, bro, that happened to me when I used to work nights. The creme, I remember a night I had to come home. I right up this skin. I had to drive and I just shut my eye for a minute, and next thing I know, maybe 3 seconds gone, and right away I pull over. But if you're drunk or if you're socializing, you might not even realize you're swerving.
Right.
You might not even realize that, and that's where the problem is. You lose control of your faculties.
Please tell these utility companies don't be pulling up in front of my house.
What? That's a nervous thing. As long as your bill pay, my girl. Don't worry about
right.
All right, here we go with this second part. No. Should you be scared?
Should you be scared?
Scared about work.
So let me start with this. What is the scariest disease in the world other than rabies? I don't know why they have rabies as a scariest disease, but it might be. If someone was to say what is the scariest disease, what would be your answer?
Ebola.
Ebola. I think that would be across the board.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
That just pops right up. Ebola.
That's where I would go.
Ebola is one. Ebola is one mutation away. Ebola is one mutation away
From?
Armageddon.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
But anyway, in this piece, it's not Ebola.
What you want to say?
So,
Cool.
someone went hunting in the forest,
Okay.
witnessed a deer exhibiting odd behavior. The deer kept banging its antlers against the rock violently until they broke off.
Yeah.
Then it kept going,
Was
banging
it
its head until pieces of skull and fragments of brain were scattered all over the rock.
What were they?
Get it.
The deer then
Made it
attempted to.
socialize.
The deer then attempted to lick up the pieces, but its tongue did not seem to cooperate.
Guy never had no head.
Its head making odd, spastic movements. Out of nowhere, the deer lifted up its broken head, took several unsteady steps, walked unsteadily, walked unsteadily into a river where it promptly collapsed, tumbled over, and died.
Yeah.
Yes.
This deer, everybody, was suffering from chronic wasting disease known as zombie deer disease.
But
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
who were they?
That's like the zombie ant. They have this thing where they want thing, ants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and control the ant.
And they control the ant. The ants do some crazy thing.
Yeah. So this disease alters the brain, effectively eating it up inside, affecting animals. Or they lose all reason, lose all sense and being to display odd behavior, walking in endless repetitive lines, becoming aggressive.
That's the way happened to Robert Kennedy. That's
Oh,
why he
Lord.
Yes. Think me to eat out the brains.
And then at times suicidal. Disease is always fatal. It's
What?
like they say it's like rabies on steroids. And it can, just like Ebola, in theory, be transmitted to human beings.
Well, I hope the man never eat that deer.
Chronic wasting disease is insanely easy to spread. Once it does, you know what it is, and in movies.
That the first time I heard about, I didn't know it had a name, chronic wasting disease.
Right.
And it very likely could happen. In some deep primal level, the concept of a zombie apocalypse scares human beings deeply.
Zombie apocalypse.
You know what we did with COVID, where everybody freak out. No, imagine a disease with symptoms far beyond anything we've seen since the Great Plague.
COVID was one reason to freak out. Over 5 million people, I think, died, right?
Yeah.
That's the one freak out reason.
Don't you think?
Now imagine this, where 100% infections.
You remember when
would
a
die.
few years ago, AIDS was a disease where nobody may want to catch? Yeah. Oh.
But yeah,
Ebola
so
there.
let's throw it out there. I mean, and there are many. I'm sure there are other things. If you just, it's like how many asteroids in the sky heading towards Earth. You never know until you do the research, right? So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm never looking at deer meat the same again.
Yeah, deer meat for dinner.
I don't eat that.
You better cook that meat good.
I am good.
All right, let's take a break then,
Hey,
guys.
tell Frisco that the near miss actually means that you hit. That's
what?
That's what one of Frisco is saying.
Hit what?
Tell Frisco that a near miss actually means that you hit.
Not really.
You gotta explain yourself. What are we talking about?
Something about a near miss?
Okay.
I mean, maybe the vehicle or something? Maybe it was the vehicle?
Well, you have to explain yourself. I don't know what I mean.
Maybe it was the vehicle?
One near miss, then no hit. That's like if you nearly win.
Yes, they lose by 1 point.
You didn't
Yes,
win.
you
Right.
nearly win. Still want to lose.
Uh-huh. That's what happened.
It's like the first game with Indiana and
OKC.
OKC. Like they still lose in my book. Like although they win, they still lose.
Well, they won last
like
night.
they win.
OKC.
Yeah, they like they win by accident.
Uh-huh. That just happened.
Yeah.
Yep. CY was sent me a message agreeing with me that when you're driving and you're sleepy, that gravel shoulder, she said she was driving and that's what woke her up. You know, when she went off on the shoulder, like that. And when that happened, your adrenaline pop up so fast that, you know, normally I used to just push my head out the window. You know, get some fresh air to hit you. But that's a thing where you should never play with because sleep, that one anything when it come up on you, I don't even realize. You don't even realize when, boom, you to sleep. So if you to drive or to do anything and you feel like you're going to sleep, take that serious. Take that serious.
Yeah,
drink some water.
Yeah.
Walk around. Yeah, me and Dana used to drive turn. If I get too sleepy, Dana would drive. And then when she gets sleepy, I would drive. And then when I get sleepy, and then one day we wake up and say, but why we drive so long that we need for the switch up so much? We only drive 30 miles. How would it happen? We supposed to be at Cancun by now. What?
Silly.
All right, let's take a break.
I just
yeah, it was the vehicle. Jerry said it was the vehicle you were referring to.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was, that was it. Thank you, Jer.
I completely don't even know the way to talk about right now, but I'm pretending like I do.
Hush.
You'll be back.
We'll be right back.
Right.
This is your Just Monday mornings too.
It is so good to have my brother Jer listening consistently again. I feel good all
And
over.
participating. I love you so much. Jer.
Exactly.
I missed you.
I miss you too.
Tell him and dry off.
Whether the job is big or small, every super handy dad needs the right tools. And at Brothers Habet and Habet, we have what you need. Enjoy super savings all June like 15% off all power tools and hand tools, 25% off track car batteries, Eureka Vats, and Pisaforte towels, 25% off Penta Decon and discontinued colors, 30% off Valspar, and 40% off Dutch Boy paints. Plus, we're giving away $200 to 6 lucky super handy dads. Every $50 you spend gets you a chance to win. So this year, give Dad his best gift yet from Brothers Habet and Habet. Come in or reach out today. Happy Father's Day to all super handy dads.
You may not get to see me very often, but out of sight shouldn't be out of mind. I am the Belize Barrier Reef. I'm special, whether you see me from space or face to face. I can calm the angriest waves. I am a living, breathing protein factory. There's so much colorful life in all my nooks and crannies. I'm the bedrock of our economy, the lifeline of so many industries. I'm the office and the playground. But I'm a sensitive soul. All the crap you're putting into me is taking a toll. I'm reeling from the garbage, the acid, the chemicals. My temperature is rising. It's made me weak. I need to be strong. I need to be healthy. Because a healthy me means a healthy you. I'm not just a pretty place. The homes I provide for mine help you provide a home for yours. Today you see me, but what about tomorrow? I have so many secrets left to tell, but you already know the only one that matters. We are in this together.
So you don't hear about how you could shop online with Builders Hardware?
It's easy and convenient. Plus, you get special deals and discounts online where you not get in at the store. Just log on to shopbuildersbz.com and pay with your Visa, MasterCard, debit or credit card. You could choose to pick up your order from a smart Lacaneda Builders or Easy could deliver for you. If that was a big thing, the Builders truck could deliver for you. If you need more information about anything, you could start chat right here online with a salesperson. We're ready to help you. No need to burn gas and waste time in a traffic. Go to shopbuildersbz.com.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high-quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
complete the mission. Welcome back, welcome back. 7-Eleven, baby. It's what a time to be back. Inside your 7-Eleven. Yes.
We give you minutes.
Now take no more minutes.
We don't?
We just come off a lot of minutes.
What are we?
Yes. Crowded house. If I say crowded house, what comes to mind? Maybe Groove might know.
That's the name of a band. I sing that song, Your Dream is Over. Hey now, hey now.
Brilliant.
My boy. You think that somebody just give me the name? Yeah, well, they did.
Very good, very good. Yeah.
Sick song.
Complete the equation.
Mm-hmm. What equation should be completed?
Yes. All right, spot people. Where do we go? Where do we move? Somebody's here on the line. This is the one and only Don Hector. So let's get him. What up, Don?
Good morning, my good friends. Long time not
Good morning, Don Hector.
Yes, been a minute.
Throat problem. But over the weekend,
problem.
Ask me if you feel better now, Frisco.
To observe how patriotic we are in Belize. I attended a high school graduation celebration, and when the national anthem, first of all, the national was not announced as it should be. But when I saw the reaction in the crowd of maybe over 1,000 people, I saw the minute reaction towards our national anthem. as what I would say in olden days when we used to sing God Save the King. Man, everybody stood at attention like one statue. But today our own national anthem is not given that due attention and respect. What do you think that spells? It spells a degradation of our patriotism. It spells badly for the future of belief, because cultures are invading us. Very strong cultures are invading us, so that some people even believe that they are not Belizeans, and they will speak like Jamaicans, they will speak like, sing like Jamaicans, like Trinidadians, like Americans. People go to the state 3 days and they come back talking Yankee. What is that spell? And remember, very soon if we don't impose it, we Belizeans will be in the minority. That is, already it is not so. Probably it's already that we are in the minority, but census does not tell us. Because we have had an influx of people by the thousands. For example, Amnesty alone was asking for applications for 60,000 people to be granted their nationality. 60,000 in a country is like 100 million in China. So actually it is very sad to see how we are progressing for the future, how we are preparing our people for the future, especially our young generation. How much love do they have for Belize? How much do they understand what is Belize? And this goes to adults, not only the children. Adults that are coming out of school by the thousands still do not know why Belize, why I am a Belizean. I see some people, intellectuals, are actually challenge our existence as Belizeans. That spells very bad. And I think it should be of great concern to people. Politicians might not see it that way because they are more seeing it their way. But we are building a nation on sand, as the Bible says, on sand. So this is my concern this morning, and I have other concerns about whether we are prepared for the hurricane. Is there any large amount of water storage in Belize City? Should that pipeline to mile 16 break away with a heavy hurricane? And what do we do with these people without water in Belize City? I come from that age when we had to be prepared, but we had 5 monster yellow vats that held millions of gallons of water. They were there behind the Treasury building, they were there behind St. Ignatius. Nevertheless, those were dismantled. Then Public Works, my ministry had barges, huge barges to bring water from above Morel Moon, river water, to supply Belize City. Do we have that? Yet we say, yes, we are ready. We are ready for a category 4. Is that so? These are my concerns.
Hey, Don. Hey, Don.
Thank you.
Don. Governor, how much is to sell votes for back in the day?
The what?
How much is to sell votes for back in the day?
How much you sell what?
How much do you sell votes for back in the day?
Sell votes? We couldn't do that. You get like 25 cents. One of my colleagues for giving one leaf pen and one mail file which cost 14 cents. He was taken to the Supreme Court and threatening to be defracked, to go to jail, and not to vote anymore.
And then take off your
frock. Case in Belize City. For a little comb and a little nail file practically made of plastic, I don't know what, he was taken because he said Augusto Juan was selling them for 27 cents. And 25 was the maximum you could ever give, which is actually a picture. But now you get car, you get house, you get the damn thing, land. So these are the difference between my time and your time.
All right.
You are seeing it, and that's it. But the rest don't say anything. Only the teachers are talking, but I know. But nobody's saying anything. So Belize, I sigh for you. I cry for you, Belize, because we don't know what is next. Thank you very much.
All right.
You're welcome, Don Hector.
The legendary, the honorable Don Hector.
See why I said in your next life you're gonna be a singist.
A who?
A singist.
A singist?
Mm-hmm.
No, I want to be a drawer.
You want to be a drawer?
I want to be a drawer. I want to work with drawers. Don Hector made a lot of valid points, about the national anthem. I'll tell you what my problem.
What's your problem with the national anthem?
All right. It's too long. It got about 4 stanzas. A lot of people have to stand up.
So
the next thing,
what is wrong with that?
We need a better version. We still have the old Queen Elizabeth version where they play, and that not sound good. We need a better version. And the main thing is we no longer have civic pride. We not see we flag the fly between commercials lot. We not see no thing they said this is your city, keep it clean. We not see that kind of thing where develop civic pride so that you feel proud. That foreign, when you got a foreign, every house got one flag. When you hear the national anthem, oh Lord, then they go on crazy. But we got the long Queen Elizabeth I. We need to get one, do it better. Maybe than me, maybe I'm wrong. But the other thing too, Don Hector said back in the day, and Finnegan said it too, they would have never, ever thought about doing half of the thing what politicians are doing today. But you know what I just realized this thing here? We always talk about how time change. Oh, it was the 80s. No, you know what it would, that we change. Times will continue, but that we change. When did men and women go from the thoughts of Michael Finnegan and Don Hector when Finnegan said, I used to travel with $14,000 when I used to make I carry across here, but never once did I think about buy one Coke out of that money, because you shouldn't do that. When Don Hector said that you couldn't even accept something for 25 or something like that, that we change. So I think that whenever we look at how the times are, look at yourself. That was something in each one of we change.
Look at yourself when you don't want to stand for the anthem.
Exactly. What?
Right.
I stand up for every anthem, but
did I call your name?
I know when to throw a stone. I know when to throw a stone. The last time me and Lisa gone so then they play the anthem, and after they done play the first verse, I gone for sit down, and then they gone with the second verse. And when the second verse,
only have 2 stanzas and a chorus. Stop it.
That unfolds. Well, it's only long.
It's only,
and it's one of the most beautiful anthems there is.
Yes.
It's one of the most beautiful anthems there is. But we got that 1935 recording where we can't get rid of.
You do a 2025 recording, and we'll see how that goes.
No, man. You see, when the national anthem, you see. When the national anthem play on all recording, the people sing it.
Yeah, but they got this thing where all DJs got. And the one where the DJ got that thing where go.
Yeah, but That's like the intro, a quick intro when politicians or people of
ilk,
play another whole thing. I guess there are times when, but for the majority of times that the people who sing it. Half of the time people not know it.
There you go. Civic pride.
But at the school, I mean, they're like, once you're out of school, there's a level of, that's it for that. You don't know the hymns anymore, you don't know the anthem anymore, you don't know, because you don't do it daily.
That, I remember going to Bethel, those were some things that we did. You know, before they teach you about European history, I think we used to sing the anthem and we said a prayer to God. But then after that, the only thing when I teach you about Belize was the anthem where we sing, because everything else when I teach you was about Columbus, Vasco da Gama, people I never knew in my life. But yeah, man, we need more civic pride.
One story says the national anthem is a march, not just a song.
I don't know. I don't believe so. Nobody march when the national anthem they play.
The style.
Maybe it's designed like a march.
Yeah, the style of it. I don't know. I tell you, march off the stage.
No, they can't do that march when they do and then they stop and thing at all.
March about half of the stage,
right? My boy, nothing funnier to me when I see them ballet they walk up for the award and then they try to see that who could stamp the loudest when I know that by the time they get home, they put bottom the hat thing, they got bunions and kind of thing. I want
come on, military man, come on.
Yes, no military man a march to war like that. You are tired before you reach. Anyway.
Come on, military man.
Yes.
All right, let's get a girly word.
March for me.
Yes.
March for me.
Try not to get the what's the name of the thing? Chronic wasting disease.
Hi Belle. Good morning.
Belle, long as I've been.
Hey Groove.
Yes, sir.
What? I have it. Here it is. It says,
I still had to move.
once the heart get too heavy with pain, people don't cry. They just turn silent, completely silent.
What?
Yep.
Once the heart gets too heavy with pain, people don't cry. They just turn silent, completely silent.
Yep.
I want depressing girl word, I don't know. So you come out of that rut now.
What? You quarrel with your significant other. Because that right there, that the definition of when a woman get vexed with you too.
Oh.
Because once they get vexed with you and they go quiet, that's when the problems start.
Watch yourself.
Yes. Once they go quiet. Very good, Miss Love. I enjoyed the meaning of that because it is packed with truth.
So now we have this part of the man's perspective, and it goes as lesson make case.
Yes, we are making the haste.
Yes, make case.
And this man's perspective was brought to you through the fine courtesy of Leo Tolstoy, and I believe it says a lot. Some people might not understand the meaning, but it says a lot. Leo Tolstoy says, "Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of an intelligent woman."
Well, I know.
Nothing.
Careful, you better read that correct again.
Exactly. Nothing is so necessary for a young man as the company of an intelligent woman.
That's not what it says.
What does it say?
Read it again.
Of intelligent women. You see? You see?
That's a big difference right there.
No, but I'll tell you. That's why every now and again, like I said, society, we make us, and it try to take away our natural instinct. One of our natural instincts, you know that what? wake up 3 o'clock the morning, they say. That's our natural instinct. You wake up 3 o'clock the
That's
morning.
the witching hour.
Yeah, well, not only that, they said that's our instinct from caveman days. 3 o'clock the morning, that when the fire usually is dead.
That witching hour when the witch tickle you.
Exactly. When the zombies and everything. But one of the instincts that men have is hunter-gatherer desires, you know. And a lot of young men seek older women. A lot of fathers try get their young men to go to older women first, because you learn, they teach you something. You know, some people and say, oh, make them learn to get on their own age, own this, own that, own that. Make I tell you something. So, no, not telling you that. But on a need, yes, you know, well, a lot of time the things that will happen is just a biological thing that God make with so. God make with so. When I was 19 when I was 19 years old, Lisa Love.
Yes, sirree. 19
years old. One of the greatest conquests in my life was 61. Yes, and the thing that 60, she was a gym teacher. She worked in a gym, so she was well put together. But the things that person taught me, not just physically.
I feel a bowel movement coming on.
Yes, yo,
I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm on the edge.
I feel a bowel movement coming on.
I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge.
Yes, because tell you that's not true neither. No, but I'm telling you, if you could learn that on college as opposed to on primary school, you would learn a lot more in college, right? And it's the same thing about life. You could look at somebody in your run for teach you something, or you could look at somebody that's been there and know. And that's just generally how it is. That's just how it is. You know, because society makes you think different about it, but that's how it is.
Rita made it, LOL.
Yo, I don't know exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh boy,
everybody know what I'm talking. We have been conditioned to believe certain things. We have been conditioned to feel like these things correct, those things wrong. Some of the things, and a lot of them correct, but some of the things that we say are wrong now, these are instinctive things that been that way for years. Yep.
That's what Jerry says.
Yeah, I had to try to read some of the messages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, let me come in here because I can't control myself directly. I'm on the verge.
That is strong.
I'm on the verge of imploding hysterically.
Morning, Nora.
Who else? Real quick before I get into my mind's perspective. Eric says, bring back the Boy Scouts, Boys Brigades, Girl Guides, Brownies. Do they still have those things?
They're around, you know.
They're around.
These things teach civic pride and whatnot.
Yeah, yep. I remember when I used to be a part of a Boy Scout. They used to be at Nazarene High School on Freetown Road. And we used to go up the block sometime and pick up Lee garbage. Just pick up on the two thing, you know. Rasbuck, you going straight the hell.
Leave him.
That way he said just no. Yeah.
I was in a group that was called the Royal Rangers back in the day.
Sure.
Yes, it was.
Were you a Canadian Mountie?
It had military type training. It was a whole left-right scenario.
Yeah.
But when you're 10, 9 or 10 or 11, I could see how people get into that and then finally find themselves in the army or the BDF or whatever. Because when you're 10 or 11 and you go somewhere like that, then you do that big fun. You the military? That's big fun. You want to be there, right? You can't wait for you to go back to be there. And if it would have continued, I could see how somebody could get right into that and file right into official military type things. Right after that. That's a question why somebody would even want to join that. And, you know, why people trying to be there, for why people want to be in the military. But if you start at an early age, you can see how it easily blends right in.
And you have different mindsets. You have people who are born to be teachers. Some were born to be in the military. Some were born to be doctors. You know, it's just your mindset where they, you know. But yo, I think that all of those.
My rice don't do nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Pray for the boy.
All right. Let me get into this one then. So I'll give the scenario and I'll give you one version of an answer. Normally I would ask Groove to give you the answer, or Lisa.
Nah.
But I'll give you an answer. Then you tell me if the answer sounds plausible.
Okay.
So the statement is this. One guy. Am I losing my girlfriend? What should I do? My girlfriend is distant lately. She claims it's stress. It's hard to explain. She asked for some time alone. It's been a week. She texts that she misses me, but that she's still not ready to talk about her problems. Full stop.
Okay.
No. One explanation from one expert explaining to the individual, okay, this is how this is going to go. And then Groove, see if this aligns with something that you would say or advice you would give. So, here we go. The answer to the person. Some people cope better when they are alone. And probably your girl is one of those people. What can you do for her is just the following. Tell her that you love her and you are there if she needs you. But also that you are aware that she needs some space and you are going to give it to her because you're a good guy. Then you stop writing at all and never ask what's the problem. Give her the impression like this is nothing serious and stop showing your insecurities. You are not losing her, but you might lose her if you force her to share whatever the problems are with you. It's nothing personal to you. She just needs space from overwhelming worldly issues or girly issues. You tell her once you love her, you're there, you're giving her space. And then you never ask about the problem again. If she eventually shares the problem with you,
okay,
say nothing. Just give her a hug and tell her everything will be fine. And move on. The loving continues. Do you agree or disagree?
Lisa, you go first before I disagree with you.
No, I'll wait for you. Come now. I'm going to disagree with you.
Okay, very good. I got to tell you how I said this thing.
Let me see.
I got to tell you how I said this thing. Right away, if my girl tell me I need to solve my problem, I need to find myself, I need to go find. Right away, I had the problem. Right away, I am not your rock. I am not your partner through life. Because whatever problem you have to solve does not require me or my input. Therefore, to it and ergo, I had almost the problem too. Even if you have other one, I had almost the problem. And as far as if you love someone, let them go. If they were meant for you, they will come back. Bull crap. If you love somebody and let them go and they come back, that because nobody out there never want them to be.
Oh my God, that's profound.
They gone out there and nobody never want them to come back. Personally, I believe if Dana would ever look for me and last in mine, I tell me, babe, I have a problem. I have to go to Kikaka for a week or two, or I have to go somewhere. I tell her, you know what? No go babes, we can't go with you. No. I tell her, you know something, babes. Go there strong. But I know I stop her. If that's how she feels she have to do, I know I stop her. Mm-hmm. But that would have thrown a big monkey wrench in our 20 years. Because then I'd have said, but wait a minute, everything we work through together, what could it go on now that doesn't require my input? Mm-hmm. You know, so funny thing. As it come back and cuss out the room.
So Lisa, is there such a thing, being you're a woman?
Yeah.
Is there such a thing that I need space from your partner?
There is such a thing, but I do not support that. Because whatever it is, we can work it out together. There is such a thing that I would hear people say that they need space from their partner, and I would be like, why can't you work it out together? And this is not someone who is in a new relationship. So obviously you have been through things before. So why now you feel as if you need space from your partner that you can work it out together?
You see, and that's the why me no give up on you, Lise. That's the why me no give up on you. Because as much time as you tell me no, I know that deep down. I know deep down.
Oh boy.
I cried.
Alright guys, I don't know if that will help a scenario. I'm not sure how many people have found themselves in that scenario. But there's one line in there that sticks out like a lighthouse in a thunderstorm.
Right.
Oh hell, not the man close it. Oh, it's the line that says, then you stop writing and never ask what's the problem. Give her the impression this is nothing serious and stop showing your insecurities.
Mm-hmm. No, but that could also mean that I don't care what your problem is. Because that's a
self-defense mechanism right there, though.
Yeah, but I would still say, you know, instinctively, I believe somebody would say, what's the problem? You know, the way to go on. And, you know, and that shows that, well, I am interested.
No, don't ask, but then, you know, it's saying us, and then after that, leave it alone.
Right. Yeah. Yo, bro, this fall under the topic of love and relationships, and there's no set rules. There are set guidelines on how you maneuver a relationship, but there are no rules. You know, your guidelines have a few different angles in how you could approach it, different angles for different people. You know, but I don't think that there's no rule where say in this situation, this is how you handle it. In that situation, there is.
That's how it goes. No.
Well, two people form different outcomes.
One expert has chimed in and says, whenever that happens, the woman go on next man.
Yes, that's the way I tell you, my boy.
There's no such thing. So every time if that happens, the woman have a next man.
That's the way I tell you. You got the problem. Once they say that, oh, I have to lead time, you got the problem. Once you sit and go, right away, check your phone book and look for all the girl where you have archive on the phone.
Oh, gosh,
and start to call them up because you never know. When she come back, you might need them.
Trying to help y'all out. Trying to help y'all out in them streets.
Of course, that's what we do here every day. Every day.
Cool gonna call me. Find the code of the phone. 1 second. Let me try to get the other device.
Okay.
I think the code for one is. Let me try to.
Colville.
Yeah, let me get him on the other number.
Okay.
Now the answer. The road.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
They try to get him. A lot of tea and a lot of talk.
A lot of tea.
Michelle says, hold on. 1 second there, Colville. Once someone says they need space, the relation is over.
That's it.
They are no longer interested in you. When in a relationship, no problem is too big that you can't solve together.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Profound.
That's right.
Profound. All right. Very good. Colville, what up?
Yeah, I sent you a text, but I didn't get a reply.
Oh, okay. Boy.
Yeah.
Man.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what it mean when it brung like that.
I was calling you, Colville, yesterday.
I ever have that.
Yes,
I was calling Colville yesterday.
But group say me I call about some, but you got any stats about the race where we gone down?
Yeah,
Derek Chavarria and
I'm gonna watch the race. I'm gonna watch the race with Chav and Jiven, and but you know, Frisco riding crits is much faster than riding like from the cross country. It's a much faster race.
Okay.
I remember Santino used to ride crits the Florida with James Prompton and myself, but it's a very intense race, and you have to have a lot of speed. That's where you do your intervals, because it's a lot of intervals in the crits, huh? But it's like I said, it's high intensity riding, and but I'm very proud of the guys. They're doing well, and Mr. Glenn Flowers took them under his wings. Carlman Williams, the coach, and they're doing well out there in LA, you know, so I'm very proud of them.
It's shorter distance, right? The criteria.
Yeah, it's shorter and it's faster. I mean, a
So
lot
like
of speed, 30.
it's the difference between somebody doing a marathon run and somebody doing
sprinter and a
100
marathon.
meter. Right?
What's the difference?
No, I say it's like a
you're
runner
doing a
doing a
marathon,
marathon
you're
is different from a runner that does a 100-meter sprint.
Right, yes. Yeah, it's just, but the person who doing the sprint is doing it at a fast pace, you see?
Different training altogether.
Yes, a different training altogether. And that's why when these guys, they come from America and they turn up the pace, all Belizean guys, they can't hang on because they're not used to the speed.
Yeah.
You see, they train for speed. When you go around and around and around, I mean, there's some corners you have to take, and it's a whole different ball game when you're doing criterium.
Yeah.
So, if we would have more criterium here in the Belize, I remember they used to block off Albert Street to do criterium. If we would have more criterium, that would be a more intense training for our guys. But we only do mostly road race, long distance race. Belmopan Classic yesterday, they had the old road rumble through Mascal Road, and Marconi Leal around his area there. But it's mostly road race we deal with instead of criterium. That's why we don't have that speed in the guys.
That's why you have to fix up the Marion Jones so you can get some of that going.
Yeah, and then that's what they used to do. We used to have truck races back in the 70s. They used Alfred Parks, Glenn Garden, Mark Bowman, all the other guys. They used to have truck races. Every Sunday or Saturday, Fridays, they used to have truck races, and this really helps with the speed.
Right.
You see? Yeah.
Right.
But I'm very proud of them. I wish more of our guys could go out there and join them. You know, Carlton Robinson and all of them. I wish they could just all could go out there and take turns and go out. You know, but I know for a fact Georgeville crew and the people from Cayo that side. I'm very proud of them guys, no?
Of course.
Yeah.
Hi, Coville.
Yeah.
Very good.
All right then,
Yeah,
Frisco.
man. It's a
I'll
go.
talk to you later.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. All right. 10-4.
Yes, sir.
Tell him I was calling him yesterday.
Okay. At least I still got the car there. Yeah.
I was calling yesterday, Colville.
Well, all right, let's jump into the weather real quick if we can before the break.
Yeah. I just want to comment and say that I agree with Colville because we already have vaccines for measles. We got vaccines for mumps. And if we had criterium again, I'm pretty sure we have a vaccine for that too. So I support criterium coming back. Ladies and gentlemen, trying to keep it related to the topic we were speaking about just now, we have Miss Robin Deverleen Cradle, or as they call her, Robin the Cradle.
Oh, Lord.
I will slap you.
Robin the Cradle.
Yeah, it has to do with the man's perspective.
Oh, there you go. All right, so here's your weather for today, Monday. It says a moderate and relatively moist, high easterly airflow prevails. In our forecast, sunny skies today with a few cloudy spells. Tonight, skies will be partly cloudy. Showers will be generally isolated except for the south, where isolated thunderstorms can be expected. Winds blowing east-southeast at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state is choppy. Waves beyond the reef is 3 to 5 feet. Temperatures for today on the coast, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland areas, 94 degrees Fahrenheit. And in the hills, 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We are currently experiencing a high tide. A low tide comes in at 3:47 this afternoon. Another high is on schedule at 9:58 tonight. Sun will set this evening.
Right on schedule at 26 minutes past 6.
And the moon will rise at 5:18. In our outlook, this is through to Tuesday night, is for similar weather conditions to prevail. And our forecaster is Catherine Cumberbatch, and that's your weather.
Oh, that's right. Thank you, Miss Catherine Cumberbatch and Robin D. Cradle. As Lisa Love once told us, whenever you see somebody going through an airport turnstile sideways, they must be going to Bangkok, Thailand. All the way from Thailand, ladies and gentlemen, we have Mr. Po. Here he is. Put your hands together. Hino Po. Go ahead, Hino.
Hino.
Yes. Hino Po.
Hino. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, the models, get the models going.
Mm-hmm.
The models do agree. You might get some cloudy spells, some showers maybe in the south.
Okay.
Maybe on into Tuesday and Wednesday.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and of course you might get occasional rain here and there as you hit the play button right there. So
there you go.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's what you do.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing for the rest of the week.
Okay.
Might get some cloudy spells here and there. No real significant rain event, but moisture is around. It's not. No. It's not high and dry.
He did not say that.
Yeah, but and I say major rain event like tropical wave or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
I done to get used to the precipitation.
Yeah,
to the water.
It's finished. It's not finished.
See, a lot of down south in the hills, inland. There is a occasional shower you might get.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the name of the game for the remainder of the week. So right into Friday, maybe some more coming towards the weekend. Things like that. So the more to say, maybe next week we might get more showers. But yeah, we are in June.
Yes, we are.
Expect moisture at any time. That's the name of the game.
Hi, Jer. Yo, Jer, I just want you to know, bro, that science has proved that the word moist is the ugliest word in the English language.
Mr. Parks, where to go on?
Leave him.
Morning, Lisa.
Good morning. How are you?
Morning, young mischief. This is a whole mischief.
Yes, sir.
I got a good one for the Prime Minister. The words of Irving Gabriel. You don't got the money now, you go to the people, you set up one bond. Give the teachers 8.5, I don't know what public service observance they as well. Put everything together in a 4 and 5 year bond. What you need, And this is how I suggest you do. 15% going to WASA, BL, BTL, and Social Security. That gives you 60% of the amount you need, right? The next 40% goes to the public and the public sector and the private sector. Set up one bond. At mature in 5 years, you have to start make your first payment and you pay it off down the road.
You know what they say.
I think that could work.
You know what they say.
I think that can work.
But you know what they say. Never borrow money to pay bills.
You don't have the money now, so this is how you're going to do it. You go create.
I hear you, but good business practice and principles tell you never borrow money to pay bills.
The city just did that, though.
You know, they borrow money. This is what this one bond and no borrow, you borrow money, you raise the money.
You have to pay it back, though.
And you have to pay it back.
Right,
Yes, you have
say
to
it about
pay
it.
it back. But you have to pay, you have to give people
I
the
know,
money.
I know, a dilemma. They have to figure it out.
One bond, and it can work.
I guess.
The utility
I do with you on
companies
this
where
trip.
the
I hear
government
what you
own is making good money. They have cash on hand. They can do it. It can be done. It's worth something to check out. Look into it.
Yeah, alright.
Somehow we have to find it. I think it's a good idea. You know me, I always up to mischief. Bad mischief sometimes, most of the times it's good mischief.
Alright.
Okay, fellas. Enjoy the rest of the day.
You too.
Alright.
Gotta take a break. Bonds have been floated. The city floated a bond the other day to get to raise money to do a project. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah,
we
do a
hear at the
project,
mornings too.
but you know they are never.
We've been. Me and Lisa and Frisco have been thinking about floating a morning.
The financial people, tell her never float money, never borrow money if you pay bills.
Yeah, well, yeah, me, the mornings too, Lisa, me and Frisco, we want to start one bond. It's going to mature in like 30 years. So now we're about nothing. Yeah.
Alright, we gotta take a break.
Where's the bond?
Where is Bond? We gotta take a break.
Where is James Bond?
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Brooke Bond.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
Manuel, it looked like the draw stuck again. I think we need to go to Builders Hardware.
Again? What kind of videos are online?
Oh, that's right. Manuel, I forgot the draw slides.
You've been waiting for today. Today is your birthday. We just can't wait to celebrate, because today is your birthday. Today
we're gonna sing along. We're gonna sing along today. Today is your birthday. Somebody celebrating a birthday today. You wanna know who it is? Inside the final couple of minutes in the mornings too. Lisa Love, Steve the Groove,
Mr. Friskish.
Yep. Who we got?
You're on the birthday list.
Boy.
Leroy Young celebrating a birthday today. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, Leroy.
Still young. Leroy, still young.
Get out of bed, man.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tom Brown.
Tom Brown, sweet.
You see the other
Also
Tom
celebrating a birthday today. On this day.
Go ahead.
This is Miss Delshana Armstrong. Happy birthday to you, Delshana. Coming to you from all your friends and family. Wishing you lots more birthday.
Lady in red.
Delshana.
Hey, Delshana.
But if you thought that was it, but wait, there's more. This is Master Chris Lewis. Here he is saying, boy, I tell you, dummy bozo.
Yeah. Yes, got the extra thickness there.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Oh,
Happy
so.
birthday. That's right. But
there's more.
Yes, this gentleman here is the one and only Mr. Mike Pitts. That's right. And here he is, the man who went fishing with his fishing lure and looked like he caught himself a singleton. That's right. On a kind of beer to use for that.
Of course.
Happy birthday to you, Mike. That's right.
Okay, there's more.
That looked like the waters off a Kikeka.
Yeah,
Me
boy.
uncle.
Why no
My
uncle?
uncle had a birthday yesterday and his anniversary. So happy birthday to my Uncle George.
That's right.
Junior. Yeah, boy. And also to my Aunt Merlene, happy anniversary to you both. There they are. So happy anniversary. And
What do you got to do with birthdays and anniversaries?
Right there.
It's true.
Yes.
So
All right.
happy birthday and happy anniversary to you guys. We love you. Wish you many, many, many more happy years to come.
Of course. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
This man is a very, very smart man, Mr. Frisco. One of the smartest thing he did was marry that woman right there.
My Aunt Merlene.
That's right.
Intelligent move, yes.
Next, please. There's one more. And this is my cousin, Francois, who lives in Vegas. Happy birthday.
Francois.
Yeah, Franz had a birthday. So happy belated birthday to you, Franz. This is coming to you from Rita and Franz Jr. with love and also your entire family. Here's hoping. Well, I know he had a wonderful birthday. He celebrated over in LA. So happy birthday, Franz. We love you. Enjoy your day.
Yo, Lisa, me and Frisco know another Francois that many people may not know, you know.
Uh-huh.
The one and only Francois Delabriovsky. Frisco, remember Francois Delabriovsky designed the sewers of Paris.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Ralph.
What kind of bun? Oh, Boca is saying, sorry, morning. Well, morning, Boca. He says, what kind of bun? Sunny and tan, Creole, or Porter bun?
No, James
Bun.
Rice.
James.
Rice.
Well, yeah,
See the
Frisco, that
double
was.
right there, and I'm the 7. Just saying.
Rice.
Yeah.
My name
Nice.
is
Francois was
Bun.
Norton's
Rice
hero.
bun.
I like
Yes.
bun. Not too bun, but you know.
So, there's somebody, there are those who intentionally burn their rice.
No.
Yes.
No.
There's some restaurants where you go to
And you
where
get
you
crispy
ask them
rice
for a
bun.
little bit of the rice bun. People
Well,
like
here in
rice
Belize,
bun.
here in Belize, you ask for rice bun, but there's some people over there that intentionally burn the rice and you get crispy rice.
No, I'm saying I got my neighbor, I don't know which neighbor. And it can't be a mistake that every Sunday.
time?
Yeah, no
Yo,
mistake.
Every
It's
single
intentional.
time.
Somebody
That's what we
intentionally
give.
burns their rice.
But you city folks, that's the closest thing to fire hot rice and beans. The burn rice, give it a little smoky
Smoky,
flavor,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
some
Somebody does
people
it intentional.
give it a little burn at the bottom.
People do. There are
Yeah,
those who do it
Mhm.
intentional.
That's right.
As the first week, I was like, wait, somebody did burn their rice. Then the second week, I like, people burn their rice again?
Yeah,
And
boy.
there is anybody?
And then the third week, you come to the
Rice bun
conclusion
is
that,
fine.
no, they do this intentionally. Yeah, that's a flavor profile they want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see,
I love it.
Marlon said the same thing I said. You know, they burn it on purpose to get the fire hot.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right. Well, we got to go. Lisa Love, feel free. Do the honors. Let's go.
To all of our stewards who chimed in, thank you guys. We love and appreciate you all there. We're over the moon that you are feeling better. Thank you so very much for saying hi to us. We love you. We think about you. all
Well, and
day.
everybody
You're right.
everybody in the chat section, hello if you're not born, you're not done.
Yeah, tell mom you're right.
No, I get like about 4 things right there, so about 4 different messages that they say if you're not born, you're not done.
What's that? Please do take care of yourself. If for some reason you gotta be out there, keep yourself hydrated and where possible in the shade. All right, it's very hot. Herman, we love you. Also, the Bell, please take care of yourself, guys, over there. Stay
Yes.
safe. Enjoy.
Shouts out to Herman, man. Shouts out to Herman. Shouts out. That's all I'm gonna
Please,
say.
before your IO, when you were talking earlier about the man's perspective about a younger man need a mature something like that. What you think me say?
At least I say it true.
I know. Yeah, one of our listeners said that I don't want any young man playing in my stretch marks. So I responded, those stretch marks are the roadmap to knowledge and pleasure.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, Miss Edna Pollard. Optimus died. You hear the phone?
China stretch marks.
Take care, guys.
Each one of stretch marks was earned, ladies.
If God.
You know what the ladies say, right, Lisa? Touch me inside part.
Right back here. I can do it tomorrow. Please stay safe. We love you. Ayo.
What's the name of that movie?
Yes. Ayo.
Ayo.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm saying I can help right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Here's how to access your contribution history on the My Social Security portal. First, go to your browser and type ssbportal.org.bz. Enter your email and password, then click Log In. Once logged in, you'll see your full portal account on the screen. On the left-hand side, you'll notice a drop-down menu for added features. Click on History. Choose Contributions. Read the disclaimer, then click Continue. You'll now see a full window displaying your contribution history. In the table, each row represents a different year. For example, let's look at the year 2024. Click on the row and a detailed breakdown will appear. This breakdown includes your employer's name, your earnings for each month and week, contribution type, the amounts paid, and that's how you can explore the new contribution feature on the My Social Security portal. It's quick, easy, and keeps your Social Security information right at your fingertips. Create your account today.
Manuel, it looked like the draw stuck again. I think we need to go to Builder's Hardware.
Again? What can we just order online?
Oh, that's right. Manuel, I forgot the draw slides.